Right, hello everybody, welcome back for the MG Trophy Championship. We are about to get ourselves underway for race one. We must say a big thank you to Mangaletzi as well for sponsoring this round of the MG Trophy. As you can see, we're going to broadcast it again from the same position we just did the Cup race as well, actually here in the media centre, just to give you the best possible look that we can straight after the race as well. Don't disappear, because we will be bringing you live driver interviews as well. So stick around, don't go anywhere. So qualifying a little bit earlier, it was felt like a rather subdued affair actually early on here at Oulton Park. Here it is on screen right now. Graham Ross, the man who dominated Brands Hatch, really on pole position for this one. Adam Jackson in second, Mike Harris in third, Sam Meagher fourth, Doug Cole fifth, Tyler Ballard is sixth. Then James Cole seventh, Fergus Campbell eighth, Jack Woodcock in ninth, Paul Savage. We spoke to him a little bit earlier, we'll catch up with him very shortly. Matthew Harvey 11th, John Donnelly 12th, Jack Chapman is 13th, James Blake's 14th, Robin Walker's 15th. Cal Moore 16th, Tony Wigley 17th, and Mark Livesey in 18th place for this one. So that's how they're going to line up for this one. Can Graham Ross make it a hat-trick of wins? Now, as I said a little bit earlier, we actually caught up with Paul Savage a little bit earlier. And that was just ahead of qualifying. I managed to just commandeer him actually because he had his door open, so I made a bit of a beeline for him and we managed to have a chat. And here's what he had to say before going. I'll kind of pick on you, you've got your door open, but you're ready for Oulton Park. It's quite a unique challenge, isn't it?
It is, but we'll have to wait and see how I'm feeling this morning. So.
Are you feeling racy or are you not sure right now?
Yeah, no, until I actually get out on track, I never really know.
Right.
It'd be nice to be predictable, but you know, sometimes it could be there and sometimes it could be just off.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
well, that's fair enough. Look, enjoy it. Thanks for talking to us. Sorry for picking on you.
No problem. Okay.
Picked on him because his door is wide open. There you go, that was Peter Savage a little bit earlier ahead of that qualifying session. You can see the cars now just in the assembly area at the end of this race. Of course, don't forget, we will be heading straight down to Parc Ferme. Excuse me, so please don't disappear. We will go down to Parc Ferme to catch up with the runners and riders. Did a little bit earlier, we'll do it again after this broadcast as well. We've got our exclusive behind the scenes paddock walk as well, so you'll be able to tune in and watch that one. The MG Trophy, MG Car Premier Race Championship kits for MG ZRs and MG3 saloons in three classes. Class A for the full race specification ZR190 and MG3 190 cars. Class B is for modified ZR170 cars. And Class C is for almost standard ZR160 cars. Just pop that qualifying order back up on the screen for you as well. There it is, Graham Ross, Adam Jackson, Mike Harris, Sam Meagher, Doug Cole, Tyler Ballard, James Cole, Fergus Campbell, Jack Woodcock, Paul Savage, Matthew Harvey, John Donnelly, Jack Chapman, James Blake, Robin Walker, Cal Moore, Tony Wigley and Mark Livesey. Here's the race calendar as well on your screen right now for the MG Trophy Championship. Of course, we had Brands Hatch last month, Graham Ross, double bubble win there. Oulton Park here today, of course, as you can see. The 10th and 11th of June is at Silverstone, 29th July at Cadwell Park, and we round the season out, as we often do, at Snetterton. So we are about to get underway, I promise. I promise we're about to get underway, everybody. Stick with it. Not too long to go. And do comment in the chat section as well. We can see those comments. We do want to hear from you. So Leon, our cameraman, doing a great job. I said we always film these from one camera for you. So Oulton Park International a little bit harder than Brands Hatch, of course, and of course that's spread over 2 days, so it gives us a bit more time. Here at Oulton Park it's just 1 day, so we'll do the utmost that we can to give you as much of the action as possible. We'll make it about the people as well, and as I said, after this one as well, we're going to get down into the paddock for that exclusive behind the scenes paddock walk, so do stay tuned for that one. If you're watching at YouTube, hello everybody, tell us where you're watching from as well. We do want to hear from you. We can see those comments, so please do get in touch with us. Where are you watching from this afternoon? Are you excited? Who do you think's going to win? Get those comments coming in, people. I want to hear from you. We're going to see an exciting race, aren't we, here this afternoon for the MG Trophy Championship. This is race 3. It's rounds 3 and 4 here this weekend at Oulton Park. 10 races to decide the champion. Graham Ross leading the way. I'd quickly run through some of the results actually from Brands Hatch, shall we? Had a very opening race. Graham Ross was the winner. Fergus Campbell came home in second to take Class B on as Graham Ross cross running in Class A. Tyler Ballard was third place, second in Class B, and Jack Woodcock was in fourth but third in Class B. Jack Chapman finished in fifth. Paul Savage finished in sixth and second in Class A. Then Matthew Harvey was seventh. Sam Meagher was eighth. James Blake was ninth. Anthony Wigley was 10th. And Robin Walker was 11th. We had a couple of non-finishers, John Donnelly, James Cole and Lee Sullivan. That was race 1. Race 2, again, almost a similar sort of pattern actually. We had Graham Ross winning that one, but this time it was Doug Cole who finished in second place. He didn't actually take part of race 1 at all. Tyler Ballard again on the podium, third place again, but Tyler this time winning Class B because Doug Cole running Class A. So it was a good weekend for Tyler Ballard, wasn't it, in Class B. Fergus Campbell is in... he finished in 4th place. James Cole was 5th. Jack Woodcock was 6th. Matthew Harvey 7th. Sam Meagher was 8th. Jack Chapman was 9th. Robin Walker 10th. James Blake 11th. John Donnelly 12th. And Tony Wigley was 13th in that one. Lee Sullivan was a DNF for that one. It was tragic, wasn't it? Because he was going so well. So tell us, who do you think is going to win this race? Do we think Graham Ross, the great Scot, is going to carry on and hold on? So I think we've got green flags down in the assembly area. We're about to head out on track just after the lunch break. We're going to get racing here for round 3 of the MG Trophy Championship. So cars heading out on track now, as we can see. Let's just one last time, shall we have a quick look at how they line up. Are you excited for this one? Tell me, comment below. So that's the lineup. Graham Ross on pole, Adam Jackson second, of course. Look at that, Class A. 5 of them leading away in Class A. Tyler Ballard's actually on pole in Class B. James Cole for company, Fergus Campbell there as well. There's Jack Woodcock Paul Savage, Matthew Harvey, John Donnelly, Jack Chapman, James Blake, Robin Walker, Calmore, Tony Wiggly, Mark Livesey. So they're just on their formation now. You can see on your screen Marshall's just getting themselves ready. It's a glorious day here at Oulton Park. I've even had to, you'll see at the end of this race, I've actually even had to get my arms out as well. Don't forget, please do comment below. We can see those comments. We do want to hear from you, and if you do want to find out more about the MG Trophy Championship at any time, you can. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you straight through, so please do check it out. So the cars are coming around, I can assure you. One of the good things actually about being here in the comms box is that I can overhear the course commentators. So I can probably give you a little bit more information than I would normally when we come to Oulton Park with our single camera operation. We just film from the podium, but we actually feel like we could probably give you a slightly better angle, slightly better look at it all from here. It's quite a nice place to be, really. So here we go. Cars now coming up, lining up. Graham Ross on pole position, Adam Jackson alongside him, the number 79, and Mike Harris, Sam Meager, Doug Cole, Tyler Ballard, James Cole, Fergus Campbell, Jack Woodcock, Paul Savage, Matthew Harvey, John Donnelly, Jack Chapman, James Blake, Robin Walker, Calmore, Tony Wiggly and Mark Livesey. 18 runners and riders for round 3 of the MG Trophy Championship. We are about to get underway. Are you as excited for this as I am? Here we go. Time to get underway here. Red lights on. Off we go. We are racing here for race 1 of the MG Trophy Championship. Let's have a little look at how it's going. It looks like Jackson has got himself off to a good start. Graham Ross does have the inside line, but I think Jackson just has his nose in front, does he? Yes, and it's Jackson who leads through turn 1. And it looks like everybody gets through safely. I think Paul Savage going very, very slow around the outside there, but did manage to keep it going. All cars on track. We are rocking and rolling here. So here we go, we're going to reposition the camera, as you can see, looking down there. What a wonderful, wonderful circuit we're at, Oulton Park, in the glorious sunshine. It's not often we can say that, is it? Because normally it absolutely chucks it down. Do keep your comments coming in. We want to hear from you. Do comment. Like, the live chat is actually open now at Live Sport now on YouTube. So there's a link in the body of this broadcast which will take you straight through there. So do give it a click. So Adam Jackson is leading. He is ahead of Graham Ross. I can confirm that, and apparently he's getting himself out quite comfortably as well. So Graham Ross, 2-time winner, double bubble. You know, only driver, 100% record, of course, in the MG Trophy Championship. Yes, I know we've only had 2 races, but hey, wins are wins, right? And at the minute, it's Adam Jackson in Class A in his MG ZR 190, who is getting the job done. 79 car, still a long way to go in this race. Of course, we've only just started. Get your comments coming in, people. We want to hear from you. And the car's now about to come into my shot anyway. And here he goes, and it is Adam Jackson leading the way. He's got a huge lead, doesn't he, after lap 1. Graham Ross in second place coming over as well. Well, there we go. Doug Cole in third place. So Cole on the move. He's got himself up a position there. Harris drops down to fourth. Tyler Ballard's made up a space as well. Meagher's dropped down one. Fergus Campbell's made up some places too. And we've got Cole down in 8th. Woodcock is one of the very few drivers. Only Woodcock and Cal Moore actually have stayed in the same position on lap 1. So Woodcock's 9th, Chapman's got up to 10th, Savage drops down to 11th, Walker goes up to 12th, Blake goes up to 13th, Donnelly drops to 14th, Wigley is up to 15th, Moore stays the same in 16th, Livesey's up a place to 17th, and Harvey is in 18th place. Plenty of drama on lap 1. So it looks like Harris has got himself up into third place. So here they come. Start lap 3 now, isn't it? And it is, of course, Jackson leading the way from Graham Ross, your 2-time Brands Hatch winner. Harris has made up a place, hasn't he? So he's up to 3rd. What's happened to Doug Cole? He's dropped down. He's still dropping down. Oh no, has something happened to the number 90? The number 99, Doug Cole. He's disappearing. He's tumbling down the order. Oh, what a shame that is for Doug Cole. He does have a bit of bad luck, didn't he? Did it Brands Hatch last time out in race 1, couldn't even get going for that one. Did make up for it over fantastic second place in race 2, but here he is, he's having bad luck again here at Oulton Park. It's Jackson who leads from Ross in 2nd, Harris in 3rd, Meagher's in 4th, Ballard's in 5th, Campbell's in 6th, and James Cole is in 7th, Woodcock's in 8th, Chapman's in 9th, Savage in 10th, Walker in 11th, Blake in 12th, Donnelly's in 13th, Wigley's in 14th, Moore's in 15th, Harvey's in 16th, Livesey's in 17th, Doug Cole in the pits, I'm afraid, and likely to be out of this race. Well, what have you made of the opening salvos here at Oulton Park? 15 minutes still to go, long way to go, a lot of racing action here. So here we go, keep going. We are, of course, broadcasting this with one camera. Stay tuned, though, because straight after we will get ourselves down into Parc Fermé to catch up with the drivers for that live, immediate reaction. So don't go anywhere. Stick around for this. So Jackson leading the way, as you can see, getting the job done right now from Graham Ross in 2nd place. Harris in 3rd, Meagher in 4th, Ballard in 5th. Just saw Harris go over the line. There goes Meagher now. So it is Class A, Jackson, Ross and Harris. They're your top 3. Class B, Ballard, Campbell and J. Cole leading the way at the minute. Oh no, we've got another one. James Cole is in the pits as well. So James Cole, Doug and James Cole, it's been a disaster race for them so far. Oh, what a shame that is for the Coles. But for Woodcock and below, it promotes them up a place. So Woodcock's now up into 7th place, and perhaps more importantly, that puts him into 3rd place in Class B as well. So Chapman is in 8th, Savage is in 9th, James Cole in the pits, as we see. That's going to promote Blake, Donnelly, Wigley, Moore, Walker, Harvey, Livesey, and of course we've lost Doug Cole as well, unless of course James can get himself back out again. You never know, do you? Let's keep it going, keep your comments coming in, we can see them. So there we go, what a shame that is. Oh no, don't forget after this race we are going to get ourselves down to Parc Fermé, catch up with the drivers live and exclusive as we're down there. It's a real shame, isn't it? So 12 minutes left to go. Jackson comfortably in the lead in this one. 1:57.374, fastest lap of the race. They are pretty rapid, these cars around here, aren't they? It is the full Oulton Park circuit, so it takes a little bit longer to get round. So 1:57.374. So Jackson comfortably leading the way. Of course, wasn't with us last time out at Brands Hatch. Currently thwarting Graham Ross. Jackson leads from Ross in second place. We'll grab a word with him after the race. Don't worry, stick around, don't go too far. So Jackson leads, Ross in second, Harris in third, Meagher in fourth, Ballard in fifth, Campbell's in sixth, Woodcock's in seventh, Chapman's in eighth, Savage in ninth. As we can see with James and Doug Cole both in the pits, it's promoted Blake to 10th, Donnelly's in 11th, Wigley's in 12th, a few more cars coming over. So as it stands in the classes at the minute, Jackson is your Class A leader, an outright leader as well. Ross is in second, Harris in third. That's all in Class A. In Class B, we've got Tyler Ballard leading the way as well. Picked up a win in Class B last time out as well. That was at Brands Hatch. Campbell's in second place and Woodcock is in third in Class B, 7th on track. And of course we are doing all of this off one camera. We are going to be doing our exclusive behind the scenes at Paddock Walk. This is about the people. This is what we're really here for. So straight after this race, we will head down. Fastest lap, Jackson at the minute. It's race one here of the MG Trophy Championship. We are live for you in the glorious sunshine. Do keep your comments coming in, we can see them. Questions come in, want to know where James Blake is. Currently in 10th place at the minute. He's running in Class B, he's 5th in Class B. So I'll give you an update on where we are with less than 9 minutes to go. Jackson leads, Ross in second, Harris in third, Meagher in fourth, Ballard in fifth, Campbell's in sixth, Woodcock's in seventh, Chapman's in eighth, Savage is in ninth, Blake's in 10th, Donnelly's 11th, Moore is 12th. Walker is 13th, Harvey's 14th, Wigley is 15th, Livesey is 16th, and unfortunately James and Doug Cole both in the pits and looking like they are out of this race. What a great shame that is. They've been full beans so far, and unfortunately race one just hasn't gone their way. We've got race two to bring you a little bit later. Don't forget, we'll be back in Parc Fermé at the end of that one as well for live driver reaction as well for you, so don't go anywhere. Stick around. This is about the people. This is about the drivers. Do our best to bring you the best coverage that we can, but unfortunately we're not really able to provide you the full-scale multicam that some of you may want. Well, we can do that, but it costs a lot of money. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's club motorsport, and for the championships, it's do what you can for them. So we are looking at turn 1 here at Oulton Park. It is beautiful, it's bright, it's sunny. It's Jackson who leads, from Ross, from Harris, from Meager, from Ballard, from Campbell. Woodcock's just come over the line. Fergus Campbell's having a good run as well, isn't he, in this race in his MGZR 170 in Class B. Currently second in Class B. 1.847 seconds behind Ballard. Can he do something? What do we think? Jackson's just put in the fastest lap of the race again, a 1:57.171. He's now nearly 8 seconds ahead of Graham Ross. So surely all Adam Jackson has to do is keep the car on the track, and he'll be home and dry in this one on lap 7 as we speak. Right, so where are we? Yes, as I said, Tyler Ballard is leading Class B. He's actually 5th on track, but Ballard is your class leader at the minute. Campbell in 2nd, Woodcock is in 3rd, all in Class B. They're 5th, 6th, 7th on track as we speak. And there's not a huge gap separating the lot of them, to be brutally honest with you. It's Campbell is just 1.847 seconds behind Ballard. Woodcock's a further 3.5 seconds back from Campbell. The big battle really is between Chapman and Woodcock for that final podium spot in Class B at the minute, because Chapman is 0.379 of a second behind him. Savage is now on the move as well. He's just 0.894 behind Chapman. He's running in Class A though, so maybe expect him to come through. Bit of action coming up very soon. So 6 minutes to go. At the end of this race, we will be going straight down to Parc Fermé for a live, immediate driver reaction. Do not disappear at the end of this. 7 laps completed here. Jackson comfortably in the lead. He's just going so quick, wasn't he? He just did a 1:57.584 that last lap. Put down to comparison, Graham Ross just did a 1:59.220, so he's nearly 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field so far as well. Only 4 drivers have lapped sub 2 minutes. That is your top 4 as well, Jackson, Ross, Harris and Meager. But only 2 drivers, Jackson and Ross, are doing it consistently. Ross with a 1:59.220 last time, Jackson with a 1:57.584, Harris with a 2-minute .459. No changes. It's been quite, in fact, all day here at Oulton Park, it's been quite a solid. I guess if you're an organiser, it's been a perfect day, really. So Jackson leads, Ross 2nd, Harris 3rd, Meager 4th, Ballard 5th, but 1st in Class B. Campbell in 6th, Woodcock in 7th, Chapman is 8th, Savage is in 9th. Then we've got Blake, Donnelly, now Walker and Harvey have moved up. It looks like Cal Moore has dropped back a little bit. He's dropped down to 14th place, losing 2 places on that last lap. Moore in Class B in his MGZR 170. Fastest lap so far, 2:05.357 for Cal Moore. The overall fastest lap of the race is a 1:57.171. Less than 5 minutes to go now. Surely Jackson, he's just got to keep it on the grey stuff, and he's going to pick up the win here. Over they go. So Jackson on lap 9 now, just did a 1:57.726. It's Graham Ross has started to get his foot down a little bit. It just did a 1:58.319, which is less than 1/10 of a second off his fastest lap, but it was still a 0.6 of a second slower than Jackson on that last lap. Harris in 3rd, Meager in 4th, Ballard in 5th, Campbell in 6th, Woodcock in 7th. Then we've got Chapman, Savage, Blake, Donnelly, Walker, Harvey, Moore, Wigley, Livesey, and then unfortunately James Cole Duckett out of this one as we know. As of yet, no changes on this lap, but we're still waiting. That was Savage who just went through your shot. Three minutes to go, that's it, left on the clock. It's kind of settled into a bit of a rhythm, isn't it? I'm just trying to see if there's any sort of big gaps. There's a little bit of a battle going on. In fact, there is. It's Walker. It's just 0.180 of a second behind Donnelly, but they are in different classes. That's the battle for 11th place on track. So that could be worth keeping our eye out for. Walker in 12th, Donnelly in 11th. Just 0.180 of a second. In fact, on that last lap, Walker was 1.2 seconds faster than Donnelly, but he is in the Class A cars, isn't he? So you would perhaps expect him to be starting to come through. So Jackson over the line again. There he is, your race leader, 1:57.742 that time, 0.6 of a second off his fastest lap. He leads. Graham Ross coming over the line. I imagine the gap is now pushed to over 10 seconds. Yes, it has. It's 11.307 seconds with 2 minutes left on the clock. So this will probably be the penultimate lap of the race. We should get one more after this. As I said, stick around straight after, because we are going to go head down into Parc Fermé, catch up with the drivers live and exclusive. So penultimate lap of this race, 1:57.171. Fastest lap of the race by Adam Jackson. He's going to get the job done. Graham Ross's winning streak in this season's MG Trophy Championship is about to come to a close. One minute left to go. Jackson, Ross, Harris, Meager, Ballard, Campbell, Woodcock, Chapman, Savage, Blake, Donnelly, Walker, Harvey, Moore, Wigley, Livesey and the two Coles, James and Doug, out of this race. Unfortunately for those two gentlemen. Different story though for Adam Jackson, who's going to get the job done. We are going to get one more lap, it looks like, as well. Do comment, we can see them. If you want to find out more about the MG Trophy Championship, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, it'll take you straight through. There goes your race leader over the line now. He's just heading into turn one. So last lap of the race right now. And it's looking good for Adam Jackson. Got another race to bring you a little bit later as well, so stay tuned for that one. But coming up straight after this, live interviews in Parc Fermé. Then we've got our exclusive interviews behind the scenes here. That is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be walking around, chatting to the drivers, catching up with them. That's what we're really here for. This is about the people. Last lap of this race. It's surely going to be Adam Jackson to take the victory. So let's just have a quick look through, because there was a bit of a battle going on. Chapman has got past Woodcock on that last lap. Now that matters, because that's for third place in Class B. So Chapman is up to 7th on track, 3rd in Class B right now. So that's exciting. Woodcock drops down to 8th, 4th in Class B. That was the big battle. Woodcock though close. That's going to be the fight all the way through to the checkered flag. The clock has dropped down to 0. In fact, I can tell you actually number 8. Who's that? Chapman. Oh, Chapman has a 5-second time penalty as well. So Chapman has a 5-second time penalty. So he's managed to get past Woodcock, but Woodcock will come back and take that third place. Oh, what a shame that is. So Chapman will drop down to 4th in Class B. He's got a 5-second time penalty. Can only assume that's for track limits. So it's going to go all the way to the wire, this final tussle here. That was Sam Meagher coming over the line. He takes 4th place. So Jackson is your winner. Ross is 2nd. Harris is 3rd. Meagher's 4th. He's just come over. Ballard is going to take Class B on his. He was 2.247 seconds ahead of Fergus Campbell. So unless Campbell's produced something of a miracle on this last lap, and he hasn't, and it is Tyler Ballard who takes Class B. Campbell comes home in 6th, just 1.942 of a second behind him. And this was the battle, Chapman and Woodcock, but Chapman has that 5-second time penalty. And there we go, so confirmation that it actually drops down, Chapman down to 9th on track. But Savage, of course, who takes the place in 8th. Is Class A. Right, we are going to go and make our way down right now. As the final few cars just come over the line, we're going to go down for live exclusive interviews. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Coming up next is the live interviews post-race for the MG Trophy Championship. So the car's making our way into Parc Fermé now. We'll head down there too. This is where we come into our own. And then, of course, straight after, we're going to go to a short break before we come back, but we will be here for our exclusive behind-the-scenes paddock walk here at Oulton Park. Try and give you the best action that we possibly can, live and exclusive for you. We'll just nip through, just cut through. Adam Jackson taking the win, very impressive, wasn't he? Won it by over 10 seconds in the end. Some of the cars are just nipping through already, actually. I think they're going straight into scrutineering. Not too sure why they're doing that. Hopefully we'll be able to grab a word with one or two of them. If not, we will be heading straight down to Parc Fermé very shortly, though, to bring you our behind-the-scenes coverage. Have a little look in the glorious sun here at Oulton Park. It is absolute heaven here, isn't it? It really, really is. The cars are queuing up, so this is actually quite good for us, isn't it? We'll go see if we can find Tyler Ballard, first of all, picking up the Class B honours. So let's go have a word with him. Let's take TSL down. I kind of hope my producer would have done that. Let's go have a word with Tyler Ballard. Tyler, you made to work for it, but it's another win in Class B.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. So obviously some more championship points. Fergus kept me honest. I still couldn't make a mistake. Just had to keep it clean all race and keep the head down, really.
Mr. Consistent, you, aren't you?
Yeah, just try and keep the same for race 2, eh?
Good luck, mate. Thanks for talking to us there. They better keep going. Let's grab a quick word with Fergus Campbell because it's starting to get a bit close at the end. Fergus, maybe just a couple more laps and you might have got him, maybe?
I think he was just playing with me, really. But it's nice of you to say so.
You know me. I'll let you move forward. Thanks for talking to us. Let's keep going through, shall we? Jack Woodcock's not here. It would be interesting to talk to him because he did get that penalty. Grab a quick word with Matt Harvey. Matt, how was it out there? All right. Sorry. Let you get your helmet off first. I always do that to people. It's really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. I was a bit ambitious into the left-hander going onto the back straight.
Yeah.
Ended up a little bit on the grass, but I tried my best to have a bit of a comeback. So yeah, made up a couple of positions. So could have been worse. No damage done, I don't think. So
fun and games.
On to the next
and
one.
learned a lot from race 2, I take it.
Yeah, don't do that again. That's,
Don't do that.
Don't do
Yeah,
again.
I know. Good advice. I like that.
Nice
Cheers,
one.
Matt.
Cheers.
Thanks for talking to us. Let's keep going. Look at this. Here's Cal Moore at Woodall Spa Golf Club. There we go.
Just get that badge in.
We're going to get around in, aren't we, Cal? Sometimes we're going to get around in sometime.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
And you have to give me a lift around sometime as well. In this little
Let's put the
beauty.
spare seat back in
Put
and
the
then you're
spare
coming
seat
out,
in.
100%.
How was it out there today?
Yeah,
All right.
good, yeah. First time out here. First time out was quali, so yeah, not bad. Second time
Did
out.
you do any practice beforehand, or was it literally qualification?
Qualification was the first lap out.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought a simulator. We did some sim laps.
So you've learned a lot that you're going to take into race 2, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic.
Race 2.
I'll let you move up.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us, Cal. Let's go. We've got Tony Wiggly's here as well. You know, when a driver does that.
How you doing, you alright?
I'm good, mate, yeah.
I am cream crackered,
Cream crackered.
tired, you know, but it's good fun. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
But no, look, I'm sweating buckets.
It's roasting here, isn't it?
I know.
We normally come to Oulton and have to set up for wet. But
Wet,
What's
but-
going on? I don't really
I know,
quite get what's going on.
I know, but I just spoke to my girlfriend. She says raining back home in Stevenage.
Really?
Yeah, and we've got the sun. We timed it right.
Beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
But yeah, no, good.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Top man.
That's what
We'll
it's
let
all
you go.
about. Thank you very
Good
much.
man, we'll let you go. Let's just turn the camera around and have a look at the cars. As you can see, about to go through scrutineering. Don't forget, we've still got another race to bring you a little bit later, but perhaps more importantly, we've got our exclusive behind the scenes paddock walk coming up very, very shortly for you as well. So don't go too far for that. We're literally going to go back, set up, come back, and we'll get that done for you. So don't go too far. We'll be back live very soon for the MG Trophy Championship and MG Cup live behind the scenes paddock walk. One microphone, camera, no script. Anything could go wrong, and it usually does. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. We're going to go to a short break. See you soon.
We a skank in the rave. Run with coke, no champs in the rave. Shut up! It's a virgin thing, no champs in the rave. Front to the back, know what it is when I jump on the track. Front to the back, know what it is when I jump on the London,
New York, LA, Paris, Kingston, Harlem, Brooklyn, Atlanta, London, New York, LA, Paris, Kingston, Harlem. Public only class.
McNulty to win, sorry, to draw the game. And she scores!